This is Shots Fired. What up? What up? What up? Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's Sunday. That means that is Sunday night rant. Y'all know how your boy get down. So, what do we have on the docket for this Sunday? Well, I couldn't resist. All-Star Weekend just kicked off, and All-Star Weekend brings out the craziest, bogus, most unnecessary stories. So this year, All-Star Weekend brought us something new in the realm of bogus behavior, and that is U-Haul trucks used as hotel rooms. So if you have been looking on social media, you would have seen that there was a large amount of individuals that did not be responsible and book a hotel room early. These were not adult enough individuals to make sure that they had proper lodging. They just jumped in a car with a suitcase and said, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm flying into Atlanta to kick it. It's All-Star Weekend. I'm in that joint. And then got down there and found out there was no hotels. And then their next move was someone said, hey, well, let's just get a U-Haul and a blow-up bed. Now, mind you, I have been young. I have been reckless. I was someone who went to Freaknik when it was popping. Ooh, it's popping. I did that. But I have never in my life just told somebody, we ain't got no hotel rooms, let's go get us a U-Haul. And I find it to be like immensely funny. Like, how were you sitting in a room? Well, I guess you didn't have a room. So how was you sitting in the car? You was at the airport, wherever you was, having this discussion with your homegirl about that everything you call is booked up. You have nowhere to stay. Just next move was, you know what? Call U-Haul, see if they got one of them big trucks. We gonna get the truck and pull the truck up next to the hotel. We gonna party in the truck. Then it makes me ask all the other questions. It's like, wait. So some girls slept in a U-Haul truck. How was you washing your ass? As Arsenio Hall used to say, things that make you go, Things that make me sit over here and rub my beard. Like, I can't believe you had your funky behind in Atlanta with nowhere to wash your booty cheeks. Sleeping in a U-Haul. This story, the more you think about it, the more it gets bogus, the more trifling it sounds. Just sounds bad. Bad, I tell you, bad. You was out here embarrassing yourself like that. People took pictures of you in a U-Haul kicking it. Like it was a house. I would say you probably have stooped down to the lowest of bum behavior. That's what I would probably say. But I'm just going to chalk it up to youth and stupidity because, that would be a lot nicer than to be that cruel. But my inner dirtbag really believes that that's some bum shit. Like, I wouldn't leave where I live to go somewhere else overnight and not have a plan for where I'm going to lay my head. That's just not going to work. Especially during All-Star Weekend. It just seems to me that you would have said to yourself way earlier, I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm called. I made reservations. I'm gone. Hey, I called 3 of my friends. We going to get this Airbnb. We gone. I get that. But I can't see you jumping on no flight and then you like, I was going to get a hotel when I got here. To one of the few places in the world you can go and still have a good time? Are you for real? One of the few places where it was multiple activities to do? Are you for real? That's what you thought? Nah, couldn't have been. But it is. This is what you was on. You thought that it was gonna be gravy, but yet you was in the U-Haul. Oh my God. I just don't know what to I don't know what to say about this. I don't. It's just funny. It is as humorous as it gets that you was trifling enough to get in the U-Haul. No alcohol today. Just sipping on a little pineapple juice. You know, trying to keep my body together. Yeah, that blew me for a whole loop though. I couldn't even wrap my mind around that one. I was like, wow, they was in the U-Haul. It was that serious to go and party that you slept in a U-Haul? No days. No days. Not to go party. Nah, I'm straight. Nope. Does not sound like a good idea whatsoever. But that's what happens when you, I guess the best way to call it is piss poor planning. That's what that is. You have experienced that right there. Piss poor planning. So, that's really on you. It was humorous for the rest of us out here in the watching public, I guess you could say, those of us who just being nosy. We enjoyed it immensely. Thank you for showing your silliness. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. So what else do we have next on the docket? Well, let's keep going with All-Star Weekend shenanigans. So during this same All-Star Weekend, gentleman has a woman. His woman decides that she's going to party for All-Star Weekend, and he was not aware she was going to party all 3 days of the event. And on the last night, he was at the hotel looking for her and found her. Hotel room hopping, partying with boss players, right? So he is basically having a nervous breakdown. His friend is trying to keep him under wraps, trying to keep him and I shouldn't say I should say trying to keep him from going to jail. That's where he was probably going next, because he had lost it. She was all the bad words you could be at the time. And what that makes me think of, and what that makes me reply with, is this. And it's a horrible thing to say to men, but you might need this told to you if you're a younger man. That the easiest way to find out if she really is rocking with you or she is waiting for the next best thing is simply let the next big event pop off. So, this was All-Star Weekend. Everybody was in trap. So, yeah, she's attractive. You'll find out real quick, bro. Take her to the hottest club where the boss players is, where those who have disposable incomes hang out, and just sit and watch. Somebody gonna shoot their shot, and sooner or later she gonna let you know if she real or not. Because those women who aren't, let me just tell you, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. I mean, and for men, it's probably like the worst thing you can have happen to you to blow your ego out the water is have some other man that's got disposable income. I use that terminology because every man may have money. Every man can make a living, but there are men who have more disposable bread, meaning that they have more of it to do frivolous things. And when women decide that they are intrigued or like those things, you're not going to be able to stop that as much as you want it not to happen. It just can happen to you. And so you as a person have to just, brush yourself off, continue to stay on your mission, your task, and keep it moving. But this is very unfortunate for this young fellow to lose his woman in such a horrible manner and then somebody videotape it. It's the worst thing about society right now is, man, don't act a fool out here. You'll mess around and be on World Star. You'll be on YouTube, the conversation of the day, because you decided to show your behind. And that's not a good look. And I mean, that is really why his video went viral, is because he decided to show his behind on something that he should have put two and two together with. And what I mean by that is this, like, a man who has sense would know that the only reason a woman would want to go to All-Star Weekend is the party. Let's keep it 100. I mean, she's not going down there because she's the world's greatest LeBron James fan. I can tell you that. That's really 9 out of 10 shot. That's not what it is. She wants to go party. She knows that rappers and other entertainers will be throwing various parties, and she wants to be a part of that. Now, that doesn't mean she's going to cheat or something, but it does mean that she wants to be a part of that party, that energy. And so, you know, you as a dude have to be aware of that and say, A, if you're about that, or B, if you're not. Because if she's attractive, I'm here to tell you, if she go to something like that, hey, man, everybody's shooting their shot. They own it. And I always use the theory is, if you have too many high-profile people shoot their shot at somebody, sooner or later they're going to break. If they're not made from tough stuff. They not made from that, let's use a good term, that titanium steel. They're not made from something that's tough, that durable, then they're going to crack. You know, it just happens. You see it all the time. You see all kind of male celebrities break, be married, have a great wife, get caught cheating. Why? Because you're getting offered sex all the time. Everybody's offering you the sex. And the same thing happens with young women who are intrigued by the money. You go somewhere where it's a lot of dudes with disposable money, sooner or later, somebody like Coach bags. I got them Birkin bags. Girl, I'm popping the top bottles. Come mess with me. If she's susceptible to that kind of game, then she's gone. That's part of player rule number 1. So anyway, just really felt bad for him. But like I said, man, All-Star Weekend, Mardi Gras, man, stuff like that to let you know if your girl really on your team. Is she really rolling with you? Because anytime there's a mass amount of ballers somewhere and a woman's trying to get there, 9 out of 10 shots, she's probably not on your team. I'm just keeping it real. She's probably not really messing with you for real. All right, so what we're going to do, y'all know how I do it. We're going to slide out for a little commercial break, and then we'll be right back in 2 and 2, or whatever Chuck Woolery used to say. All right. Hey, remember back in the days when you used to jump on the dance floor when you heard a groove like this, but your body just won't let you do it any longer? Well, hey, I got the situation set for you, baby. What you need to do is get with Earl's Aspirin Cream. That's right, Earl's Aspirin Cream. Earl's Aspirin Cream is made from the finest ingredients in America. That's right, here in America, baby. And anyway, Earl's Aspirin Cream is good for those hurting knees, that bad back, those elbows, and those shoulders. And if you don't want to take it from me, then go ahead and listen to one of Earl's happy customers.
Let me tell you, get yourself some Earl's Aspirin Cream, baby. I had a fracture, fucked up hip. I was sitting there in a nursing home of all places. I sat there, I was up and down that nursing home after I sat there and took some Earl's Aspirin Cream. And I ain't no nurse, baby. Earl's Aspirin Cream gave me that marathon strength.
That's right, Earl's Aspirin Cream. Side effects may include bigger balls, increased sex drive, harder erection, larger semen release, growth of facial hair, slide while you're walking, and a strong pullout game. That's right, baby. Earl's Aspirin Cream, here to help you get your groove back. Johnny Ray Ray's security team. That's right. The legendary Johnny Ray Ray security team has a service or a plan for you, for your home, for your business, for your auto or boats. That's right. You can get a one-on-one personal security officer to take care of everything you need to protect you from any and all threats. If you need more, we can bring and provide a team of well-trained superstars made by Johnny Ray Ray himself. And don't forget our special deal. Right now, you can get our baby mama protection plan. This includes protection from your home, protection for your business, and protection for your personal well-being. Johnny Ray Ray security team. Better be protected.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired podcast popping.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
So, what do we have next on the Sunday night rant? Well, recently it was brought to my attention by one of my listeners, sent me this and said, hey, I want to know what you think. And the question is this: can Stacey Dash come back to Black America? I sat back and I thought about this. I was like, man, y'all be sending me the craziest stuff to discuss. But they was like, I would love your insight. So I said, all right, I will give it a go. Looking at Stacey Dash and who she is and what she represents is a complicated bag to get into. A lot of us know her from Clueless. She was a lot of youthful men's crush in the 90s, especially in the explosion of Black cinema. So a lot of us looked and viewed her as one of those women that you would love to date. She was in the Halle Berry, the Janet Jackson discussion. And, you know, she kind of, in the mid 2000s, she kind of fell off. Then she kind of popped up politically. And for a lot of people, that was the first time they really seen her interact with us. And because she was standing on the side of conservatives and Republicans, a lot of Black America was like, interesting. And I take that as I have this discussion with a lot of people. When you get off into politics, a lot of Black America is Democratic by default. And so I always tell people, like, the older you get, the more closer you start to align with the Republican Party. And for Black America, it's wrapped up in you feel like the Republican Party is racist. And so that keeps a lot of people from digging deeper into the issues. And a lot of us have been trained just to look at the surface level. So for her to be somewhat against us politically seemed odd for a lot of Black people. So they were like, I don't really mess with her. Then if you look at her personal relationships, she has dated numerous white men. And I'm not one to ever say anything about interracial dating. My viewpoint has always been the same. Date who you like. Don't matter if they blue, yellow, gray. I don't give a damn. Not my business. But for some people in Black America, that's a problem, right? They don't like that. But that doesn't automatically get your black card taken from you. But what will, and this is the thing that blew my wig back when I seen it originally. But what will is when you are a celebrity in Black America and you have the audacity, and I use that word, you have the audacity to tell us that we don't need Black History Month. There's no White History Month. And I've always hated when people say that out loud. It's like, are you stupid or dumb? Please pick one. And they're like, what that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, the Irish have a month. The Italians have a month. Jewish people have a month. What's wrong with Black people having a month? Pretty much everything that could have a month has a month. Trees have a month. They got a damn day. I don't see the problem with Black people having a month. I don't even see the logic in you saying that. Just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, women have a month. Let's be specific. There is a women's month. So when you're talking about people who have been gifted a month throughout the year to say, hey, let's celebrate their accomplishments, what is wrong with me saying, yo, I'm prideful in being Black, just like my Italian brother is prideful in being Italian? Just like my Irish friends are prideful in being Irish. There's nothing wrong with being prideful in your heritage, even if mine is wrapped in violence and hatred, right? Because you want to dig through those things and say, oh, this is why these people are great. When you look at their accomplishments, I love Women's Month because it is one of the times of the year where everyone can turn and say, look at what women have done. There is no disputing that they have been an intricate part of society, right? So for Stacey Dash to say such a thing, to let that come out her face, to say, well, I don't, they don't need no month. And then you put that next to, well, your last 4 husbands have been Caucasian and you are now in the Republican Party and you messing with Donald Trump. And when you start adding all the ands, right? Keep adding all the ands to it. It looks bad. Very, 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 very bad. So then the question is, how forgiving is Black America? And, you always see instances of things that happen to Black America, and Black America stand up and say, I'm not going to hate you. I'm not here to try to destroy you. That we need to live together. So therefore, I'm going to handle this as peacefully as humanly possible. And we've stood up several times and done this within society, whether we were wronged or we were the right? Like, no matter what side of the argument we were on, we still were like, we'd rather not kill everybody. We're not going to act a complete ass. Not to say we ain't acted asses before in the street, but in comparison to the amount of times we could have, then it starts to make more sense to those who are listening. So I've always thought that Black America was very forgiving as a group of people. And I think that could she come back and be accepted in Black America? 9 out of 10 shot, yes. Do I think it's going to happen? And the answer to that is no. And that's so crazy. Like, do I think it could happen? Yes. Do I think it will happen in this circumstance? No. And the real reason why I don't think it's going to happen in this circumstance is because I see a lot of people just really, really feel like they were disrespected in that moment of being like, nah, man, I can't mess with you because this is your take on it. That you don't want me to have a holiday. Seems like you don't like us. And I think that's deeper than any of the other crimes because the rest of the things are all surface level BS anyway. Like telling me you don't like somebody because of who they date. You shouldn't care. And I definitely don't care. But when you get off in saying that you don't believe that we should have a holiday, and then your point to it is, well, white people don't have a holiday, is ludicrous at best, ignorant at worst. And so it in itself makes me be like, yeah, that's probably why they're not taking her back. I mean, I don't control the caucus. No one calls me and asks me my opinion. I'm just giving it. But if they did, I'd be like, well, I don't know, man, give her a shot. Let's see how she do. Put her on a trial basis or something. But at this point, as the new slang has been going, is she being invited back to the cookout? Probably not. No ribs for you, boo. No ribs for you. It's probably going to be a wrap. It just is what it is. So, what can you say? Just got to kind of watch the show, be impressed by how crazy people really are. And I mean, for me, I hope the best for her. I hope that she, will understand and recognize what's going on, but who knows, right? You never have a clue. So I'm going to slide up out of here. Thank y'all for stopping by Shots Fired Sunday Night Rant. Trying to continue with playing underground artists, giving you the best of the guys that you don't know so you can get familiar. So one of my favorite dudes, I keep pubbing him because I believe in my guy, Alfie the Great. I will not lose. Theme music. That's all I can say. Shots fired, Simon Fields. I holla.
Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses. Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses. We know it's human nature, emotions tend to seesaw. That's why I choose to travel alone and eat these beats raw. Build with the wise, motivate with the younger. And this ain't man behind closed doors as well as in the public. Just a little food for your soul, I hope you love it. I ain't got no malice at all or hold grudges. No matter how you walk on your road, they gon' judge it. This is how you hold down the throne with no budget. Fake don't equate to the real, they won't touch it. Stuart Scott smooth, but yet it's so rugged. P got the hit in his stride, I'm like run it. Before I preach some ignorance, I'll leave you with a nugget. Don't resist, this is stop and frisk. I'm a common threat to your common sense. If I can't promise nothing, I'ma promise this. I make my team better, Dunny, I'm a proper fit. Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses. Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses.
I am the greatest, no time for haters. Been contemplating which side I'm taking. How can I lose? I've done the road. Built a problem to do what God's do. I will not lose. Living in this world, all drama. Struggling to find like-minded people, my people united.
King of all kings, I'm the reason you tried. A lot of power in my words might be the reason you died. From the day that I was born, my kingdom built me a shrine, illuminating truth. That's what we need at the time. You are now tuned in to the Gumbo City rulership. Too much time in to let you clowns come ruin it. Dead man walk and get expired for your foolishness. A burial for the corpse, that's exactly what a ruin is. Buy a whole lab, sell your soul for a swag. KDs in your wood, catch your jugs in the jag. No matter how you cut it, man, I'm just a step above it. People change quick, first they hate it, then they love it. It is advantage odds, your kind is flawed. Protect your neck at all times, you can't drop your guard. Go ahead and argue with yourself, you get no response. Limitations get exceeded, we can go beyond. Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses. Since I first stepped foot in the booth, I've been a chosen. Yeah, y'all subscribe, survive, give me my roses. Death by lethal injection if you oppose this. I go by Alfie the Great, the Guru Moses.
I will not lose.